Good day, everyone. It is a Wednesday, and I am on PM reserve. And I looked at my board just a minute ago, and I do have a trip. They have not called me yet because they can't call me until 10 a.m. and it's slightly before 10. And I think I've mentioned this before. Based on our contract, if they do call me before 10 and I answer, they do have to pay me double time for calling outside of my contact hours. So, but I doubt if they'll do that. They did it once. They called me 5 minutes before 10. So anyway, I just hopped in the shower, and I'm gonna just, slowly get ready, have some breakfast, and I will probably leave here around noon. I think my report time is 2:30. I do need to stop and drop off some shoes that I bought that are, I wanted to wear them for work, but they're a little too high. I think, like kind of some platform booties, but I think they're a little too high. I think I would regret that decision. And so I'm going to drop those off at the store. It's on the way to the airport. It's not close to where I live, but it is on the way to the airport. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Martha, and this is my Moxie life. I am a flight attendant for a U.S. airline, and this here is my travels and what it's like being a flight attendant. So come along with me on my reserve trip. I am heading to Austin tonight and Richmond tomorrow, which I'm thinking I've never been to Richmond. I can't remember if I have, but I don't think so. So we'll see if there's anything interesting in Richmond, and I don't even know how long I'll be there. I do still have a few modules to complete for my recurrent, which is on Tuesday. I had said on my last video that, or one of my videos, that I had to have them done before the end of the month, and I have since learned that I've been under that belief for 5 years, and it's not true. They just have to be done before I get to recurrent. So I will be working on those. I think I have like 5 more to go. So anywho, I'm going to go get ready, and I will check in later. Not too often, but sometimes I like to take the Pacific Coast Highway to or from work, depending on traffic and what my day looks like, and just thought I'd show you some of the beautiful scenery that's right by where I live. So thankful to live in this gorgeous, gorgeous area. And when I'm not taking the beautiful coast route, this is the 405 freeway, and as you can see, it's right by the airport. There's an airplane that is getting ready to land. A little extra time before I needed to be at my gate, so I decided to stop and have a little snack at Betcha Burger. I like going to this place because they have a fairly decently priced kids meal, and it's just enough to get me through at least the first few hours of my schedule. I was trying to be frugal the next morning in Austin and make my own coffee, brought my creamer, and it was terrible. So I ended up at Starbucks as usual. Just thought I'd share. Hey guys, hello. I am going to do a real quick moment here. I just, based on doing any videoing, I slept in, and then I had my modules to do. I did mention on my last video that I was supposed to finish them before the end of the month prior to my recurrent training, and apparently that was not correct. They just have to be done before I get there, which is Tuesday. So I do have a couple more that I'll do tomorrow, and then I'll be ready to go. So I'm in Austin, and we will be leaving in about 20 minutes. And I had something I've never had happen before. Yesterday, when I got to the aircraft, there was a supervisor, and she was doing a safety audit. Apparently it was kind of a off the books safety audit, so if I messed up, I wasn't going to get in trouble or anything. But I got an A+, you guys. Like, I did everything perfectly, she said. And she said there's a couple things that are commonly missed that I actually caught. So I feel very proud of myself, especially because I haven't worked the A position in, oh gosh, maybe a couple months at least. So I got all my announcements, all the FAA required things that I was supposed to say. And so, yay, thumbs up for me. So anyway, I am going to get all my stuff finished up, putting together to go. That was a weird sentence. I'm going to put all my stuff together to go, and then I will hopefully catch up with you at the airport or on the aircraft and talk to you a little bit about what that safety audit looked like. So I will see you soon. A very sweet pilot's got us coffee and beignets when we went through New Orleans. And I had not gotten beignets a couple times going through New Orleans, so this was a definite treat. Our overnight in Richmond was super lovely. I got out and walked around the downtown area close to our hotel, but soon realized there was way more to discover. I decided to have breakfast at 521 Biscuits and Waffles, which was also lovely and delicious. I just had a brown sugar waffle with a side of eggs. I decided to continue my journey, and I learned so much. I learned that Richmond was an important village in the Powhatan Confederacy and was settled by English colonists from Jamestown, 1609 to 1611, and replaced Williamsburg as the capital of the colony and Dominion of Virginia in 1780. And I also found out that during the Revolutionary War period was where Patrick Henry's "Give Me Liberty" or "Give Me Death" speech happened at St. John's Church. So I'll definitely be trying to hit that up next time. During the Civil War, Richmond was capital of the Confederate States of America. And then I headed over to the Teapot Bridge, which sits atop the remnants of a former hydroelectric dam. It is a wheelchair, pedestrian, and bike-friendly bridge that links Browns Island to the north and Manchester to the south and offers spectacular views of the power of the James River. Near one end of the bridge, which is where I started, it's actually a 1,600-foot bridge near Browns Island. There's an installation titled 3 Days in April 1865 and recounts how the former capital of the Confederate States of America fell and many of its people fled while fire consumed the city. Check out that river. They were actually having flood warnings that weekend when I was overnighting there. And then I thought this was kind of funny. You can see, if you look really close, there's a rope hanging down from the bridge, and on the piling down below it says "swing at your own risk." I'm wondering if people actually swung through there. And then here's the lovely Richmond airport. Hello everyone, I am at the airport and just getting ready to leave. We have 3 legs today. We're going from here in Richmond, Virginia to Atlanta, then Austin, and then home. And it was a great day. I actually got up and got out. I went to a cute little waffle place, and supposedly everything was gluten-free. I didn't see anything advertised like that. But and then I took a walk to the river, which was, in my opinion, raging, and they are having some flood warnings tonight, so I think that makes sense because it seemed very high to me. And it was there's the canal. There's the St. James River, and then the canal's right next door to it. And it was a pretty cool little historical moment. Pretty interesting. Right nearby was a Civil War museum, but I didn't have time for that. I would love to go back and check that out. It was free, so if you're ever there and you want to go to the Civil War Museum, it's free. And it's a cool area with a park, and there's some cool statues and stuff to look at. So yeah, so I had a good little morning, and then I went back to my room and got a couple of my modules done, and I only have one more. I'm really dragging this out. So, and then I go to Recurrent on Tuesday. So, alright, well, I'm going to head to my gate, and hopefully our plane will be here soon. Check in later. Hey friends, hi! I'm home, and I wanted to wrap up this video and I had not had a chance when I got back right away, so I am wrapping it up now. But I wanted to go over the safety audit because I realized that I never recapped what happened with the safety audit. So I wanted to let you guys know what that was all about. So basically a surprise, it wasn't really a surprise. Maybe that was the wrong word to use, but they just get on random flights and they have a position that they're checking. So I was the A position and it happened to be the A position. And so it was just kind of an unofficial safety audit, meaning that she was kind of just watching everything that we do safety related. So all of our safety checks for the emergency equipment and our door closing procedures, all of the announcements that the FAA requires us to make, making sure that we make those at some point in time. And it's not about like the order that we say them necessarily, but we have to hit all the certain points. And then there are things like when we're getting ready to land on our final descent, we have to turn all the lights to bright. And she was saying a lot of people forget to do that or they just don't. And she said that's kind of a big thing. Nothing that if I had done wrong would have been counted against me or gone in any kind of file or anything. So this was kind of just like a check, like a audit, but without any repercussions. And I got a nice letter saying that I had done a great job and I got an A+. So yay. I followed all the requirements and my team was very supportive and they did all of their things to help me succeed in my job, which is what we are supposed to do as a crew. We're supposed to back each other up and support each other and make each other's jobs easier. So, and they did that. They were amazing. And then I sent them a little bit of a little thing that we have, like a kind of an appreciation that we can do within the company as well, because I wanted to thank them for doing that. So anyway, I'm just going to wrap that up and ask you to subscribe if you have not subscribed and all of this information is interesting to you, and let you know that I will be on reserve this week coming up. So hopefully I'm sensing that I'm going to be working, although there's no trips in open time. So it just depends on if people are calling out sick or I don't know, something weird and random happens and people can't work for some reason. So other than that, life is pretty good. We have been getting a ton of rain here in California, at least for us, it's a ton. And I know that the weather's been crazy everywhere. Thankfully, I haven't had to work in any of it. So I hope everybody's staying warm and safe. And I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.